if you're in the market and wanted to buy a Redmi device, particularly Redmi Note 5 and the 5 Pro having the 4 or the 6 gigabytes RAM variant, you're still confused based on the performance which device you should buy. So this is the speed test that will definitely help you in deciding which device you should buy. Now in the past I have shown you many speed tests including the Redmi Note 5, 5 Pro, but in my case the 5 Pro were having the 4 gigabytes RAM variant. Now this is the 6 gigabytes RAM variant, so results should be different. So let's do a new speed test between the only Redmi devices, and I'm including the Xiaomi Mi 11 because this is just my all-time favorite budget device. So I always wanted to include the device just in case you guys are interested to buy the device too and wanted to know how the stock Android perform. So first let's take a look on the speed test, and later on we will see which device is perfect for you. So we will start our test with a power on test. As of now, these are the 4 devices in the order. The name is written perfectly. So just the case in case you are restarting a device frequently. So in case you need how much time does it take. Just for information, the Google Pixel 2 XL as of now is taking the fastest, I guess, whatever I have seen till now, just 18 seconds of boot time. So these devices should be taking near to the 40 to 50 seconds, and yeah, it can show you still how the company's ROMs are kind of optimized. Just hoping. Yes, it is on the fastest side, followed by Note 5 Pro just a second behind, then the Note 5, and the last we have the Mi 11. By the way, the bootloader is unlocked for the Mi 11, so you can just take 5 seconds less here, just for information. So next we have some device information. All the devices are running their latest software version. So as of now, only the Mi 11 is running the 8.0 Android Oreo, not all of them, and they are on the official, not on the beta one. Just want to take the latest stable in all of them. So starting with the real world time test, and before that I want to show you some quick information. So I have just taken few devices on my channel that I have done the speed test with the taking same set of applications from the last 1.5 years. Always on top we have the OnePlus 5 with the 8 GB RAM variant, 1 minute 58 seconds. It's just a mind-blowing record. I never seen that. So you can check your Note 5 Pro, Mi, even all the devices listed on the downside too. So back to the test. So in case you're new to this test, just to tell you what is that. So say you have started opening applications on your device, and just in 1 or 2 days you may end up opening a lot of application. It just happens. We don't turn off device, so all the applications should be running in the background. So this is what we are trying to say. Nobody is going to launch those many applications in just a single few hours from now. So this will basically tell you how how the device will perform after 1 or 2 days, whether it will be laggy or not, this kind of thing. So you can take it as a worst case scenario or regression based testing and load testing. So back to the devices here. So far we have seen that the Note 5 Pro with the 6 GB RAM variant is on the fastest side. This is very surprising because just with increasing 2 GB of RAM variant, the performance is just suddenly jumped up so much. We have to see whether it is keeping everything in the memory or not. We'll see it later. So Mi 11 is on the slower side, still on the Subway Surfer, while the Note 5 Pro with the 6th one is on the Pokemon Go, about to launch that game. So that device Mi 11 is already on the slow side always, so I'm not hoping to be win every field. That trigger 2 on the Note 5 Pro, and yes, now Pokemon Go done on both the devices, 5 Pro and the 5 with the 4 GB of RAM. So far this Note 5 Pro with the 6 GB RAM variant is quite impressive. It's just going super fast. Let's see, maybe we'll do a retest with the OnePlus 5. Let's see how slow or how faster it is. Still OnePlus 5 should be faster based on the latest processor. Note 5 Pro, Redmi Note 5 now is on the Dead Trigger 2. So still, let's see. And yes, games are completed. So we are on the Chrome web applications. Note 5 Pro is going great. This is settings. So round 1 is going to complete on the 6 GB RAM variant, and this is the camera. Next we have so now you can see here whether all the games or applications are in the memory or not. So far the 6 GB RAM variant is doing great job. Everything seems to be in the memory as of now. So that is very, very impressive, because 6 GB is just too much. So on a rough idea, including all these application games, so these are going to take near about 2.3 GB. That's what I have computed by checking out some developers option and stuff. So in case you have 4 GB or more, so it should be faster. Makes sense. So round 2 is going to complete super quick. So Mi 11 is now going to complete the round 1, and Note 5 Pro with the 4 GB RAM variant is still running, and you can just notice how many application games are in the memory. So by the meantime, Note 5 Pro is done their complete round 2 minute 28 seconds. It's just super great. Now you can see the Mi 11, everything is just in the memory, so it's just going to surpass both the Note 5 Pro with the 4 GB RAM variant and the Note 5. That is why this device is kind of a tortoise. It just wins always, because I know that at the last it is going to just cover up most of them. It is slower than the Note 5 Pro. 6 gigabytes RAM variant due to the lower processor and the lesser amount of RAM. Anyway, the round 2 is completed, and 3 minutes 6 seconds. By the way, the best is 2 minutes 52 seconds. That's what I have seen for the Note Mi 11. You can just check my speed test playlist. So I'm just making a slightly fast forward way here, because both phones are just not keeping anything in the memory. Everything is just refreshing, so we cannot sit and wait again. So that is something, in case you are very pro user, do not go with the 4 gigabytes RAM variant. Just look for any device which is having more amount of RAM, in case the ROM is highly complex like the MIUI. Otherwise, talk and ride with the 4 gigabytes RAM variant is just okay. You won't get faster speed, but the performance will be always great. So we are about to complete on the Note 5 Pro, the 4 one, and it is 4 minute 19 second. Quite a difference here, around 90 seconds difference we have. And the Note 5 is still going. It's going to take a lot of time, I know that. Anyway, let's see. We are on the Chrome test. Next we have the settings. It is camera. Camera is slightly faster compared to the Mi 11. Now settings, so moment of truth for 4 minutes 44 seconds. So exactly double compared to the Note 5 Pro with the 6 gigabytes RAM variant. That is super impressive. Anyway, now it's time to see actual time difference. So I have just taken complete precautions to make sure all the milliseconds are accurate. So all the applications are launched at the same time, so you can just see how much time which phone is going to take and which is faster. So Note 5 Pro again with the 6 gigabytes RAM variant is highly impressive. It's just taking so much less time to load that. So you can just take an idea in how the latest processor 845 or 835 should be working. So that's again very great. So this is the Temple Run 2. Next game we have the Subway Surfer. Let's see. And after that we will see the memory management again, whether these 5 games are going to be there in the memory or not. So Subway Surfer is again very fast test here on the Note 5 Pro. So everything is just faster on this latest with the 6 gigabytes RAM variant. So you guys can actually figure that out, what kind of need you have and whether you can afford this slightly overpriced device. Not this slightly overpriced, I will say it's okay. Considering the things they are giving, this is a good buy. And again, back to the here, Pokemon Go. I just don't know why the splash screen is different on this device, and all 3 devices are having same. Okay, maybe I have to update the game. Anyway guys, so Pokemon Go up and running. Mi 11 again on the slower side, no problem with that. Next game we should try is the Dead Trigger 2. And yes, splash screen is also came first on the 636 processor with the 6 gigabytes of RAM. Impressive. Mi 11 again on the lower side, and Note 5 Pro again on the fastest side. That's good. Last game, Xfold 8. This is heaviest game amongst all of them. Approx 1.4 gigabytes it is taking. And looks like again Note 5 Pro. So yes, we got Note 5 Pro, and the Mi 11 surprisingly slightly faster compared to the Note 5. Anyway, you should take them as an equal. So that's your guys application launch test. Now let's move to the new test, and as said, we'll be checking the memory management here. So we have opened the 5 games. Let's see all these games are in the memory or not. So this will basically tell you if you are a casual user. That means if you are playing 1 or 2 games, maybe opening side by side some couple of a small applications, social application, that means you should be consuming near about the between 1 to 1.5 gigabytes of complete RAM. So as we have seen till now, almost all the games are in the memory, and including the Xfold 8 too. Let's see about the last one. So yeah, all the games are in the memory in all the 4 devices. So if you are a casual user, so any of the devices with the 4 gigabytes of RAM variant should be okay, but this is not sufficient for the pro user like we have seen earlier. So let's do some benchmarking tests, see what the numbers are saying. So these processors are the low end, so do not expect highest score. So these scores are okay. This is what I have seen from doing so many tests. So this is okay and good score. You cannot get, maybe you will get slightly better, but not too much different. And about the Geekbenchmark test result, and let's see, Note 5 Pro should be on the highest 4.7K multi-core score. Mi 11 again is on the good score, you can see, and it's just competing directly with the Redmi Note 5 Pro on the multi-core score. So speed test is done, everything you have seen. So what is my thought and my suggestion to you guys? If you really wanted to, yeah, Redmi Note 5 Pro, the 6 gigabytes RAM variant is definitely the fastest amongst all the devices we have seen in terms of launching application. And now it has 6 gigabytes RAM variant, so it kept all the application and the games in the memory, like the Xiaomi Mi 11 is doing with the 4 gigabytes of RAM variant. So here is the result. If you really are a very power user, that means you're using so many applications, at least 10 applications in the memory at a time, applications, browsing, social applications, games. So definitely go for the 6 gigabytes RAM variant, so that will help you to keep all the applications and the games in the memory. But if you're a casual user, that means either you're playing 4 to 5 games in the 4 to 5 applications, games, anything in the memory, not more than 5 to 6 games or application. So all the devices are performing great, they all are keeping all the application in the memory, then you should go and buy the Redmi Note 5 Pro with the 4 gigabytes of RAM variant, provided both the devices have the same kind of camera optics. But if in case you are just a casual user, you just wanted Redmi device because they are cheap and value for money, as everybody says, Redmi Note 5 is okay for you. But if the camera is your priority along with the performance, so pick any of the Redmi Note 5 Pro 4 or 6 gigabytes of RAM variant based on your need. Otherwise, if you don't like all these devices, the Mi A1 is still there, all the all-round champion device that I still use each day. Anyway guys, that's your final speed test. Hope you guys did enjoyed it and liked it. Stay tuned, so many videos are coming like that, and I'm Saurabh, and I'll talk to you very soon in the next video. Till then, have a great day.